Hi guys, welcome to Spill the Craft. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this $50 Pottery Barn DIY wreath. I went on Pottery Barn the other day and I saw this beautiful wreath. It was about $50, and like I said in my last video, I don't have $50 to spend on a wreath. So I set myself a budget of $10. I did go over $1. I may not use everything I got the other day, and then if I don't, I'll just return the rest of the stuff that I didn't use. What you will need for this DIY is a metal wreath, or a metal ring. This one is 14 inches. I paid original price was $2.99. I paid $1.79 because I used my 40% off. And then I also got at Hobby Lobby a couple floral picks. I don't know if I'm going to use these since I already have floral picks, and I have to look at what I have in my stash, and then once I see what I have, I'll determine whether or not I'm going to use these. Okay, so that's all I got from Dollar Tree. The other things that I went to, I'm sorry, not Dollar Tree. So that's all I got from Hobby Lobby. So then I went to Dollar Tree, and at Dollar Tree they had these little miniature villages and they had a bunch of them. And my original plan was to buy the 3-pack or the 3 sets that was at Target, but I didn't realize they were $5, and I was trying to stay within my $10 budget. So instead I bought this little church, and that was $1, and then I bought a couple of these little trees at Dollar Tree as well. I also saw these at Hobby Lobby, and the original price for these were $2.99, and you get one for $2.99, and then they had their 50% off, which would have been $1.50, and it was still more expensive at Hobby Lobby than Dollar Tree. So if you're looking for these trees, I definitely would check out Dollar Tree first and then Hobby Lobby. Oh, and I also saw at Dollar Tree, I also saw these trees, like a smaller version of these trees, in a 2-pack for $1. So that's definitely a good deal too. So I would go and check that out. Those are all the things I got yesterday with my Shop With Me video. You also will need, let me grab this, your hot glue gun, a couple hot glue sticks, some twine, and then some spray paint. I got mine at Lowe's. I think I spent $1, I want to say like $1.80 maybe at Lowe's. I'm going to use the Rust-Oleum black flat paint spray. I originally wanted to do white, but I didn't have white, and I didn't want to go out and buy more spray paint since I'm trying to stay at that $10 budget. Alright you guys, so what you want to do first is take your house that you've bought. I bought mine at Dollar Tree, and your spray paint. I'm using the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover paint and primer in black and flat. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so I'm going to let the little house, or the little church, dry real quick, and I'm going to go through my Christmas supplies and see what kind of florals I have, and then hopefully I find something good. That way I can return the florals I got the other day and then stay on budget. Oh, okay. So I have these that I've had for quite a while. They're like these felt picks, and they have the little cranberries on them, and they have a little bit of glitter. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. I might use them, but again, I got these like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago at Walmart when it was on clearance. Let's see what else I have. Oh, that I had these. Okay, I went to Walmart, I don't know, maybe like a month or two ago, and I came across these picks, and they were only, I think they were only 98 cents. Oh my gosh, yeah. So they were only 98 cents, okay? And they had these little white berries on them. I think instead of using the picks that I already have that I got the other day from Hobby Lobby, I'll probably just return those, since these have sparkles to them and they have the little cherries on them. So that will work out great. I plan on putting a garland where my entertainment center is and like kind of draping it down. And I bought this garland at Walmart for I think $14. But I know with those garlands they have like sparse areas, so I saw these for 98 cents at Walmart, and I thought there would be a really cool idea just to kind of fill out the garland. But since I went to Goodwill a month after that, and I came across another garland that's much fuller, still in the box, never been touched, never been used. So I think instead of putting these picks in my garland, I'm going to use them for my wreath. I mean, I think that's a great idea. And then I'll just return the ones I got, and then that way I'll stay on budget. So again, you just fluff them out. Look how, like, that's like perfect. All right, so I think that's the next step. What you would want to do is take your ring and your twine and hot glue the twine to the ring and just wrap it all the way around until you cover the entire ring. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright guys, so we're finally at the end. You're just gonna wrap the last bit of rope around, and then you're gonna take your hot glue gun. You're just gonna glue a dab of glue right there to finish off the wrapping. So that way the twine doesn't unravel on you. So it should look something like this when you're done with it. And then you can cut off this little extra or just leave it on there. But since that's gonna be my bottom, you're not gonna be able to see that little rope. The thing you need to do is grab your florals and start gluing them all throughout the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I only have 2 of these pine picks, and my plan with these 2 are gonna be the base for my wreath. So I think what I'm gonna do is put 2 of them on each side just like this, and then take the sparkly, because I think I have like 4, I think I have like 3 or 4 of these sparkly little white berry ones, and I'm gonna put those ones on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I did is I glued some of those ferns that I got from Hobby Lobby around the pine stems. So next I'm going to take that sparkly stem and I'm going to pull apart the leaves and kind of stick them around where I want them, and then also stick some of the berries around where I want that as well. Glued on all of the stems and greenery that I wanted on this wreath, the next step is to take so this is the church that I spray painted that black, and the next step is to take the church and hot glue it down onto the wreath just like that. What I'm doing now, since hot gluing it wasn't working, I think I'm going to take some of that twine that I wrapped the metal ring and tie it like this in hopes that it will support the weight of the house. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. I tried gluing down the house, but because the house was so bulky that it wouldn't stay on the ring. So instead, what I did is I still used hot glue to glue it down, but then I also took some twine that we wrapped around the ring and just tied it. I tied 2 pieces on the back just to secure the house. So when you look at it that way, you can't really tell. My next step is to do the bow in the middle so that way you can hang your wreath. So that's what I'm gonna do. Find some ribbon that I wanted to use. I got this at Dollar Tree for our last project that we made. If you haven't checked out that video, it was called the huge peppermint lollipop video. Go ahead and check that out. My daughter and I made that together. It was a lot of fun and very inexpensive. Anyways, so I'm gonna use this ribbon, and I think I'm also going to find, no, I'm gonna use this ribbon, I'm gonna make my bow, and then I'm gonna put it on the top of the wreath, and then that should be it. That should be the end of the... So what you wanna do when you make the ribbon, I make them super simple. I think I'm gonna do about that size. So what I like to do is I like to cut off the sizes, and then I'll do another one like half that size. I'm gonna measure that out. Right up there. So you're gonna have a longer piece, and then you're gonna have a shorter piece. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ends of the ribbon and you're just gonna glue them together just like that. Okay? You're just gonna glue them just like that. Take the ends and you're just gonna glue them together just like that. And you're just gonna make like a little loop. Now what you wanna do is take your 2 pieces. I'm gonna do it on the side that I glued it. Yeah, okay. Now you're gonna wanna take your 2 pieces and you wanna glue them on top of one another, just like that. You have that twine. What I would do is wrap the twine around the middle of the bow, just like this. Don't worry about fluffing it, okay? Now wrap it in the middle. You should have something like this at the end. So what you could do, you could cover up the twine, but since we have twine covering the ring, I'm just gonna leave it as just showing the twine. So that way it ties everything together. 2 more pieces off from that ribbon, about the same size. So they should be kind of the same size. Okay, so here's your wreath. You're gonna take these 2 pieces and you're gonna place them over, however you want to display it. So one right here, and you're gonna glue the top. Take your hot glue gun, glue the top, wrap that around. Then you're gonna take your other ribbon, the other ribbon that you cut off. Take that like that, and you're gonna wrap that around just like that. And then you're gonna take your bow that you made and you're gonna glue it onto there, just like that. All right, guys, this is the final results. Yeah! I definitely would have changed a couple things. The house, although it's really cute and I got it for $1, I wish I did invest in those houses in those little miniature homes from Target. They were just, I feel like they would have worked just a little bit better. There is room in the bottom where you can still stick a tea light in. I used only one of the trees from my Dollar Tree haul, so I can return that. And then I also am going to return the greenery that I bought from Hobby Lobby. So if you want to go out and make your own inspired Pottery Barn wreath, I definitely would recommend making your own since it's a fraction of the price. This cost me a total of $8 at the end of it. And because I had a lot of the materials at home, but if you didn't have any of the materials at home, a lot of the materials that I did use on this was purchased at Hobby Lobby or at Dollar Tree. The paint that I purchased was at Lowe's, but it was only $1 and some change. So overall, if you still would have saved money instead of going out and purchasing a, you know, already made wreath. The ribbon I got at Dollar Tree, the church, the tree were all from Dollar Tree. That was $3 right there. The twine was from Dollar Tree as well. It came in a pack of 3 for $1, so, and I only used one. I didn't even use one whole roll. This is how much I had left. Then the spray paint was from Lowe's, which was $1 and some change. I'm gonna say $2. And then the what is it called? The floral picks, they were $2.99 at, well, original price was $2.99, and then at Hobby Lobby they were giving you 50% off. So it would have been $1.50 for, depending on how many you wanted to buy. And then altogether, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the total cost of, if you were to make this, wreath from scratch would have been $10. So not only did I stay on my $10 budget, but because I already had materials, I spent a total of $4 So that's pretty awesome. Oh, and then I forgot, I also bought the ring too. So the ring was $2 or $2.99, and I used my 40% off, and it was then came out to be $179. So technically for this, you could, I mean, I think it came out really awesome. I mean, for something like this that's from, you know, you can buy at Pottery Barn or H&M or Home Goods or whatever, they would have been like, at Home Goods we probably would have got it for like $14 to like $24, and at Pottery Barn, like I said, they were like $50 for something that looks exactly like this. And from scratch, you could make this for about $12. But since I already had a lot of the material, my total cost came out to be $4. So I think that's pretty great. So I hope I inspired you to make your own Christmas wreath. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.